here we go. Okay, so just to get us all caught up, um, the setting is the city of Corvosa, and you two, Findak. What's your character's last name?
Slick fingers.
Slick Fingers and Mithrandir.
I don't know. I didn't
I
come
don't
up with that.
know. You were
I'll work
pulled
on it.
into this. You've always been like a citizen of Corvosa, but it was still a sudden and mysterious shock when the king was found dead. After which his much younger queen ceded the throne, and this very soon, in a matter of less than a few hours, plunged the city into chaos, into two groups: those who supported the old king and those who supported the new queen. City's commerce, which had already been suffering, halted to just ground to a complete stop. The Academia and the Eumenexis College casted sealing spells on their walls to completely isolate themselves and protect their students and faculty. The University of Corvosa barred its gates, and the Order of the Nine, the Order of the Nail, also closed its. They just were gonna be completely try to stay out of it. The Corvosan Guard and the Sable Company hit the streets to restore order. That was when you two found and returned the Queen's stolen brooch. You soon met Commander Croft, who you've been who it conscripted you and Findak as a special auxiliary unit to the guard to help gather evidence of treason while the rest of the guard kind of try to regain control of the city. Commander Croft sent you off to bring in a group of renegade guardsmen led by Varric Van Kaskerkin, which can follow up with any evidence that she found after interrogation. Commander Croft also then introduced you two to the PCs to Vencarlo Orsini, who is the founder of the since closed Orsini Academy. Orsini is introduced as an outspoken critic of the aristocracy and the monarchy, but fiercely loyal to Corvosa and its citizens. Commander Croft sends the PCs to Eel's End under direction of evidence that was, or information that was given to her by Vencarlo. The criminal lord there had been blackmailing the Chilaxian ambassador, Davarin Gaius Ampri, and she wanted that evidence. That can be, she believed she could use that as leverage against the Chilaxian ambassador. Commander Croft, after you brought back that evidence, the letters, Commander Croft and the PCs were notified that the king's assassin had been named, and the person's name was Triana Sabor, a young woman who had been commissioned to paint the portrait of the king weeks prior to his death. Commander Croft then informs the two of you that reportedly the Queen will soon disband the guard and defund Sable Company, leaving only the Grey Maidens, who are her personal guard, in control of the city. Commander Croft wants you to bring back Triana for questioning before anyone else gets a hold of her, because if anybody does, it would be too late. After a brief chase across the shingles, Findak and Mithrandir have apprehended Triana, but she is unconscious after a fall. They know that Commander Croft has other agents nearby who can take delivery of Triana, but you still need to find them. So I think last time Findak was like pursuing Triana on the rooftop. Mithrandir was chasing on foot on the
Yep.
streets and saw Triana falling and kind of caught her with his body.
Yep.
But she is unconscious.
Well, she's quiet and not running away, so that's a plus.
We got her subdued.
So,
If they're in there, if you want to stay with her, I'll run across the rooftop and see if I can see any city guard I can get a hold of.
Sounds good.
I'll just press to digitate some sparks to try to get their attention if I see any of them.
Okay. Is there like a bench nearby?
yes, yeah, you can see some crates. It's kind of a small alleyway, but you can see, refuse crates and barrels nearby.
Prop her up, kind of like she's sleeping.
Sure. Findak, do a perception check for me.
So at 22.
Okay, you look down and you sure do see some guards. And you see them kind of holding people back because Commander Croft had warned you that now that she had been named, that the alleged assassin had been named, that there would be mobs after her. There was going to be, Sable Company, the Gray Maidens, random, people trying to get a hold of her for some kind of reward, good graces for the queen. So the guards are like kind of holding people back at a perimeter. Um, what you do see though is a flash of light goes quickly across your brow and hits a wall next to you. You look around and you see somebody down on the street in another dark alley, just maybe a block away from where you and Mithrandir are at. Somebody signaling you with a mirror. They're not dressed in guard clothes. They're dressed hooded. Peace.
Okay. I'm gonna figure out exactly where it's at, that I can see him, and then make my way down the buildings. And then grab Mithrandir and tell him that I saw somebody signaling us from another alley, or
Right.
at least trying to get my attention from another alley.
Okay.
I'll go check it out if he wants to stay here, or he can go check it out. I can stay
Go
here.
for it.
Okay. Mithrandir, are you doing anything to try to revive Triana, or what are you doing while she's just kind of got her propped up on that against some refuse?
Is she stable?
You'd have to do a medicine check.
Okay.
Or nature.
It's 12.
12. She appears to be stable, but you don't know when she'll come to, how badly she is. You'd have to spend a few more minutes just, kind of checking her vitals. You're an intelligent character, even though you're not a trained doctor, physician, or nurse by any means, but probably, in your readings and books and things like that, you probably did learn a little bit about anatomy and physiology. So,
Nah, she'll be fine.
she'll be fine. Okay. Yeah, she'll be fine.
She's quiet, not running away.
All right. So, Findak, you're going to go to kind of the location where you saw that person signaling you, right?
Yeah, I'll head over there.
Okay. I'd like you to roll a perception check versus. Where did it go? Okay. Well, that's not very difficult. So you'd have to roll pretty badly to not see this guy.
21.
Okay. So you approach the corner. You don't immediately see the individual who is cloaked down in the shadows, but you do see him before he, you notice him like he's got a blade drawn, but he sees you noticing him. He puts it down. Oh, it's you. Well, it's about time. We gotta be quick. Where is she?
Can I help you?
Yes, you're supposed to hand off Triana to me. We have to be quick. They're coming.
I don't know about that. You can come with us real quick and help us carry her.
We can take turns carrying her, but we have to go now. And do you have any disguises?
Yes.
Okay. So, where is she? Are you gonna bring her?
You come with me.
Okay, fine. But we have to be quick. No dawdling. So you do follow, or he does follow you. He has a very nondescript face. He's very common looking. So he follows you back and you lead him back over to Triana and Mithrandir?
Yeah.
Okay.
I tell Miss Render, this person is going to help us take Triana, and kind of give him a little wink, nod type thing. And then as I tell the other guy to go pick up Triana and let's go.
Look,
And as he
I can
turns
tell that
around-
you're being very precautious, and I completely understand. But look, Commander Croft sent me. If you want me to do, if you don't want to just hand her off to me and let me go alone, then try to keep up. He checks her really quickly. He kind of does like the Obi-Wan thing where he kind of just puts it back over his head. She'll be fine, and
That's what I said.
he'll scoop her up, very quickly, and says he'll turn back to you and say, "It looks to each of you. Follow me as best you can." Okay, so he goes darting back the way he came, and so you're gonna have to keep up with him.
Okay.
So
We need a password for things like this.
We really do.
So, all right. So he's running, and you're following. Triana is still asleep. You're able to keep up with him pretty well. Let's see. Do each of you do a acrobatics check? We're not gonna do like a typical chase scene because you're keeping up with
21.
him.
23.
23. You're easily able to maneuver around the cluttered alleyways. I'm gonna do a percentile roll. So we'll do one at a time. It needs to be less than 75. So the first one is a tens place. Okay, I think we're good. Tell me what that is. Oh. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Wait. No. No! That's bad. Okay. It needs to be less than 75. Alright, here we go. Okay, we're fine.
Scraped by.
Ducking through from one alley to the next across a busy street. You can see mobs of people. Now, one thing I should mention is that he's kind of covered her with like a burlap sack. Like he didn't put her into a sack, but he draped a sack over her in an attempt to disguise her, so to speak. So you keep up with her. Luckily, no guards saw. It's clear that he's trying to avoid any sight from any guards. Guards, Sable Company, the Gray Maidens, like and mobs. He's avoiding all those as best as he can. Okay, let's do another acrobatics check or athletics, one of the two.
Could I press to digitate and like soil her look so she doesn't look so noticeable?
Oh, to make it look more convincing.
Yeah, like she's just like
Yeah.
a dirty, passed out hobo.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. I think we're good on that one. Okay. Yeah, definitely.
17 for acrobatics.
Okay.
19.
Okay. Now, you did do that, Findek, but I'd like you to roll a second dice and take the lower of the two. Because perhaps you're more concerned with trying to, like, what can I do to, like, disguise her better than you
I
are
rolled
to.
a 21, so 17.
Okay, so you're still good. Okay.
Yeah.
Whew. All right. So again, he finds a hidden this is a shortcut, and he pokes. He just dashes. He looks like he's going straight, and then suddenly just strafes off into. It looks like into a wall, but when you get there, you see it's a very narrow alleyway, and he slips through. And you two manage to slip through as well. Now it's clear that he is making a way back to Citadel Vorshnik, which is where Commander Croft and the guard are located, but it's not the front way. It looks like he's going a different way, but he's heading in that direction. So you can feel free to like try to converse with him or anything like that, but he is on a mission. Who would be all right? Who rolled a higher athletics check or acrobatics, whichever?
That's what Randir did.
Yeah.
Mithrandir? Okay. Mithrandir, do a perception check.
I'm not very good at those. Yeah. I got a 9.
9. Right. Maybe Findek notices.
Let's hope.
I'll try. A 21.
At 21, rolling rocks tonight.
There we go.
Oh, I've had like 3 21s.
I know. Yes. You're using something, a broken dice roller.
D&D Beyond.
Famously broken.
Famously broken. Thank you, Mithrandir. Right, so, you do notice something, that perhaps Mithrandir is more concerned with the streets and who is watching, being, aware of the situation. He fails to notice the sound of weeping. Findek, you can tell by the sound of the tears that it's coming from the young woman who is being carried. She hasn't tried to struggle or anything, but you can hear that she is beginning to weep. And you both continue. The man carrying her is continuing to run. He probably hears it too, but his mission is to get her to the back to Citadel Vorshnik before anybody is aware of what's happening.
Okay, let's keep going.
Let's keep going. Okay. Oh. Okay.
Uh-oh.
I would like you each to do a athletics check or a acrobatics, whichever you prefer.
Jeez. 6.
Whopping 8.
Okay.
That's not good.
Maybe you let Mithrandir know what you're about what you heard, but whatever the case was, perhaps you were both distracted about two different things. But as this mysterious hooded person jumps across from, being as unnoticed as possible, you two both stumble into the main street. And do a perception check, each of you.
That's better. 22.
5.
5.
Always have to compliment
Mithrandir,
my rolls, huh?
get all those like high rolls out of your system before we get to
No, bring
combat.
those back. Bring those back.
There we go. That's the Findeck I know.
Yeah.
Right. Well, Mithrandir, you see a troop of guards, and not just any guards, but female guards dressed in the Queen's what is it called? Raiment. So these must be the Grey Maidens that Commander Croft had told you about. They see you. They say, "You there, you two, stop right there." Now Mithrandir, you saw them pretty quickly. Soon after stumbling, Findak, you are just behind him. Mithrandir, you basically have what should I call it? A surprise round.
Okay.
Okay.
Do I know where the guy carrying the girl ran off to?
Yes, you did see him just pop down the alleyway. That was like you were both trailing him.
Right.
You're following him, but like, so you see where he's gone to. You may lose him if you take too long. Because his mission is to not stop.
Right. Can I grab Fedek and just haul out of here?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. I'm gonna try to do that.
Okay. Doing your best to follow this other alleged agent of Commander Croft. I'll need you both to do a here, I'll go ahead and roll. All right.
Did I notice the Grey Maidens at all?
Yeah, I'm sure that Mithrandir probably mentioned something to you.
Time to go.
Time to go.
As he grabs me and turns me away, I'll just point like, but Triana went that way, and then turn around with them. And
Thank you.
Do a you can do a performance or deception.
Deception's higher.
Hmm.
So 17.
Okay. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. Let me pull up stats. Right. We'll just use these. Yeah, okay. Got it. All right. 17. You do distract them. I will give you advantage on the next roll. As you bolt down the alleyway, you try to make the next turn, the first turn that you saw this mystery man turn down with Triana, and you find that it is another very narrow alleyway, a hidden shortcut. You'll need to do a DC 15 dexterity check or an athletics or acrobatics.
That'd be a
So we got-
23 acrobatics.
Nice.
Do we have advantage on that?
Yeah, you can have advantage on that because they've effectively you've bought yourself a little bit of time.
Okay. 16.
Very good. So
Sweet.
you both managed to just kind of scooch through that narrow little space. You have no idea how that man would have been able to get both he and Triana through, but he must have managed because you can see them up ahead. You can see him hopping over, uh, refuse piles. He's trying to stay within the uh, the uh, the alleyways as much as possible. You've bought yourself some time. Now, luckily, it seems that the Gray Maidens did not see the man who was carrying Triana, and they were more focused on you two. So you see him far ahead, but you're watching his movements, and you're able to follow him back to the Jagari River and a ditch. You make your way down the ditch and into a sewer outlet. He sets down Triana and pulls off the burlap sack to reveal that she is now awake. You two have rounded the corner and are just at the mouth's edge of that same sewer entrance. You can see her crying, and she is broken down. And he leans over. He's like, "Look, girl, whatever it is you know, you're going to tell it to Commander Croft. This is your best way out of this situation. Do you understand?" She's fully broken down in tears now. I didn't kill anyone. I swear, I didn't have anything to do with him. And they fired me. He wanted me to paint another portrait of him, but I told him I didn't want to paint him in the nude. But he kept coming on to me and advancing, and I refused him, and they fired me. But I did get paid for the first portrait. As she's telling this, she's like, regardless, I'm putting these manacles on you. So he's put, wrapped, put chains on her arms. You're gonna come with me. We're going to see Commander Croft now. You two, and he's looking at you two, Mithrandir and Findak. You did a good job. You got it out of there before anybody noticed. I could hear the guards behind you. Who were they?
They're the Queen's Guard.
The Queen's Guard, the Gray Maidens. You saw them?
Well, yeah, it's not that complicated. They're gray and they're walking through the streets.
She's moving fast. I don't know if Commander Croft told you everything, but we're all soon to be out of a job. But that's not as important as getting down to the truth. Whatever it is, this woman might know something, or can lead us to the direction we ought to be in. There's nothing official yet. Anyway, let's go. You follow him down the sewers, and you make your way through the base of Citadel Vorshnik. Once you get inside through a secret entrance, he tells you that he's taking Triana to the questioning area, and basically to see Commander Croft at your earliest convenience. It's not nighttime, but I just wanted to change the picture. So you've made it.
Sweet. Never doubted him for a second.
I knew it all along.
Right. So now that you've made it back, what would you like to do?
suppose we should go talk to Commander Crawford.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or maybe go sit in on the interrogation of her.
Yeah.
Well, let's go talk to Croft first and see.
At least let her know we brought the girl in.
As you're walking towards...
Not that guy.
Hmm?
We did, not that guy.
Exactly.
Not that guy. Whatever he tells you, we did most of the work. Right. So, as you're walking through the halls of the Citadel, you can see quite a few guards on edge. And you can hear them talking, naming... You hear the word Shawanki mentioned a few times. Both your characters are pretty familiar with Corvosa, living in this city and in this region for your whole lives. The Shawanti are the indigenous inhabitants of this land. And there's always been a very tenuous peace with the neighboring tribe. And so it is very unusual that to hear their name mentioned, especially right now, it'd probably be pretty disconcerting. You continue to make your way, or do you converse with anybody along the way, or?
I will keep heading over to.
Yeah, so just go to Crawford.
We'll take note that they're saying something about them.
Sure. As you get to her office, you can see a young guardsman sitting at the door. He turns to you, now knowing full well who you are by now, hearing of your deeds for the past even just few days. You've made, quite a name for yourselves. You're basically walking around in like just civilian gear, but you're helping out in the background of things as secret agents almost. He turns to you and salutes you, and he's like, very nervously, he's standing there, and perhaps you just let him stand there, but he nervously says to you, begging your pardon, sir, you can't go in right now. Commander Croft is in the middle of a meeting with the Shawanti ambassador. There's been an incident. Um, oh wait, oh no, sir, I'm sorry. Wait, she actually was asking about you. So if you have a moment, could you actually go in there?
Which one is it? In or out?
Sorry, sir. Yes. I'm. Yes. She wanted to see you. Yes.
Okay. Look over at Findeck and. So is it customary to bow to the King of the Underlord or under?
I don't know yet. I mean, we'll figure it out.
Oh yeah, because Findeck is the new king of the underworld.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. We'll see how well my reign is.
May his reign be long and fruitful.
We should make some flyers and hang them up here since it seems like the guards are going to be out of business. I should use some extra people.
You know, a bunch of guys who could be pretty good bouncers.
Yeah.
All manner of underworld schemes and thievery. You walk into her office?
Yeah.
Apparently.
Thank you for going along on the choo-choo train. I mean, no one ever says, like, I really wish this roller coaster would go flying off the rails. Anyway.
No, I'm gonna step out for a drink or three. She'll be done with her meeting by then.
True. It's up to you.
Yeah, let's go in.
All right. You walk in, and you see this man speaking with Commander Croft.
Are his eyes stuck like that? The poor guy.
That's a picture, man. You can't move his eyes.
My people have worked hard to understand those who dwell in Corvosa. Yet it seems each day we see new examples of how this city's people work just as hard to foster old hatreds. Madam, my grandson is dead, beaten to death by cowards in your city street. I do not blame you, yet still, Gaiken is dead, and my son and his kin are not so forgiving as I. They wish to return to Skoanqua in the Cinderlands to join with the Skalkarqua and rally to war against Corvosa. This would be disastrous for both our peoples. Amends must be made. Now you hear this talk of war, and this is not a good time for that. Your city is just now getting under control with it still really hasn't gotten fully
It doesn't
under.
seem under control.
It doesn't really. This is the worst time. The worst possible time for this. Our ways are not your ways. If a body does not go whole to the fires of our ancestors, the smoke of a warrior's spirit cannot rise to the great sky. If I could send Gaiken's body to the great sky with honor and dignity, his father and brothers would listen to me and stay their wrath. The talks of peace between my people and yours could continue. But he was not just murdered. His body was taken from the scene of his death, sold by a peddler of corpses to a necromancer known as Rolf, a criminal to both our peoples. I have spoken with the spirits, and they have revealed to me that Gaiken's body has been taken to a place below this city's graveyard, a place the spirits call the Dead Warrens. This is some place that your characters may know about. The Dead Warrens is a place. The Dead Warrens is a place in Potter's Ward in the city's Gray District. Now, the Gray District, you may not remember, but the Gray District is a whole section of the city that is just a graveyard. The only people that live there are the worshippers of Pharasma. No, yes, Pharasma. She's a neutral goddess of death and rebirth, but they don't believe or practice necromancy. They're just about understanding that with death comes rebirth. Unfortunately, Potter's Ward is the area for the poor and the homeless of Corvosa. These are mass graves for people who were never claimed by anybody. So it's not the most fitting place for a tribal prince to be just end up in a ditch in the Dead Warrens. With this knowledge, I can surely lead a group of my finest warriors into your graveyard to retrieve Gaiken's body. But this would not be seen as an act. But this act would be seen as an act of aggression by your people. No, it falls on to you to make amends for what has been done. You must bring me Gaiken's body, lest be forced to recover him ourselves. And although it pains my heart to say, we will not be gentle if it came to this. And with that, Thousand Bones, you can Commander Croft stands as he stands and says, Ambassador Thousand Bones, I completely understand. There will be no words more to be spoken. The man turns to you. Now, this whole time he had his back to you, his long, dark hair, salt and peppered. He turns to you, and you see his dark skin and a white skull painted on his face. His eyes are those of a blind man.
Okay, so yes.
He has his cane beside him, and but he walks as though he can see effortlessly and masterfully. Just like he'll uses his cane, he sees you. You two. I know that you two will be the ones that Commander Croft will send, for she has told me of the deeds that you two have done. I will look forward to hearing of your tales. And with that, he continues to leave out.
When he turns and looks at us and says that, I look forward, look behind me, look at both of us, and like wave my hand in front of his eyes.
I heard that.
Okay,
I heard
just
that.
checking.
Right. So he leaves. Commander Croft sits down again and just massages her brow in frustration and near exhaustion. I mean, your two characters really haven't had a break either. Not anything really long enough to, really go shopping or anything like that. You got some really good gear, but you've just been running around doing, these errands and such. But she looks just as exhausted as you two do.
It's been a busy week.
It's been a busy week. She looks up finally and says, "I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. Uh, Someone killed uh, Ambassador Thousand Bones' son, Gaiken, and it is up to us. It is our responsibility. Um, we know where the body has been taken, thanks to the Thousand Bones consulting the spirits. But I'm gonna need you to go down to the Dead Warrens and retrieve his body, if possible.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna kill
If
me
you'd
a
like,
necromancer.
before you go, I have recovered some fruits of your labors. Um, if you're interested now, I can tell you, but it is important that you soon go down to the Dead Warrens.
If she pulls out apples and oranges, I'm gonna be upset.
Hold on a second. A basket of apples and oranges.
Perfect.
Let me guess, they're wax.
The real ones cost
But
too much.
they're the navel oranges and the red delicious apples. So they're not enjoyable at all. They're
Yeah.
mealy and gross. The worst of both worlds. So maybe something that you did find interesting was somebody that Thousand Bones named Rolf. Rolth. Commander Croft looks up to you and says, "The reason why it's really important that you two are able to go is because I know that you two can handle this. Based on your previous work, this is something you can do." Oh, it's been such a busy morning. What happened with Triana? I'm assuming that since you're here now, you have her.
Of course, she's downstairs.
Who did you leave her with?
The guy brought her in.
The guy? You didn't even get the guy's name.
Nah, you
No.
sent him.
Well done. She calls in the young guard outside. And she go find out where Triana is. I want to have a word with her. You two. I'll make sure that you're both rewarded soon. We're gathering very good information. It's important right now. We need we need evidence. Right now the city's in turmoil. The queen is just out for blood, or maybe just to show that it wasn't her. The way things are going, the rumors that are being spread in circles, we have to do our best. The city, protection of the city is what's most important. That's what we signed up for. So, what do you want to do? Do you feel like going?
Was there a, not really bounty, but a reward for bringing the girl in?
Yes. So
Okay. I'd have to ask about that.
Yes. She promised. She says to you that we're gonna do our best to keep her in a safe place. We're moving her immediately after I get a word with her. She's beginning to speak a little lower tone to avoid people eavesdropping.
Okay.
We're moving her to a safe house, and I'll tell you where she's at because I'm going to want you two involved with her protection in the future. But I can't have a money trail right now. But I do promise you that you will be rewarded. I'll give you each 2,000 gold pieces. But this is going to be after we get her out of the city.
Okay.
Can't have a money trail right now. I don't want the queen to find out that we had anything to do with getting her before her guard maidens or gray maidens got her.
Sure.
So,
If you need a way out of the city, I might have some connections.
oh yes, that's right. You're the new the new king of spiders.
Quiet.
Didn't you tell her about? Yeah, you told her all
I
about
did.
that.
Everybody.
Yeah, you did.
Pretty sure he's been putting flyers up and everything.
Yeah. Speaking
That's
of
what
that,
I heard.
I need a spider emblem to put on all my weapons.
Oh yeah, because you didn't keep his weapons.
I think I kept one of them.
I thought you gave them both to your
You gave the gauntlets away, didn't you?
Yeah,
the
you gave the gauntlets
away.
to Frankie Ford Fingers or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. He's sitting in my stead. Well, I can come back and he's just gonna try to kill me.
It's alright.
Well,
I got a couple new tricks.
I don't know if leaving our most prized asset is going to be a good idea. Leaving her with a bunch of criminals is going to be a good idea.
Whoa,
But
whoa.
I have a source that will be able to take care of her.
Criminals is a harsh word. Maybe just, citizens looking for some extra money is a better word.
Is it? What did they
Financially
call it?
lucrative.
Privateer citizens.
Yes.
Yeah.
Privateer citizens. Right. Well, if things go south, then I'm sure we could use any resources available to us.
Great. I don't know what all my resources are, but I will figure it out.
I'm sure that you will figure it out. You're very resourceful. All right. So, if there's anything you want to do before going to the Dead Warrens,
Can we go down to the treasury, I assume? And we got a receipt from the last bounty. Could we trade that in?
Sure.
Cool.
You do that. Yes, you do.
Sweet.
Would
Would there be any
that was
gear or anything that we could buy here?
You each get 400 gold pieces. What kind of gear in particular are you looking for? I can help you out with some stuff. You go to the requisition office.
Right.
Uh, I don't know. Do you have? Look, I'm gonna need some forms, sir. I'll need to see your ID first, and I'll need to see your forms. I need a form 11. Do you have one of those?
I got a form rapier and a form fireball.
Okay. So, are you looking for like more magical type weapons, or are you
Yeah,
looking
either
for?
a different sword, like type of sword, or some like scrolls, or like a spell book, maybe some potions, stuff like that.
Okay. So this is more of like a traditional sort of military. It's not
Okay,
like or
not
a
magic-y.
police unit. So it's not
Okay,
really gonna have those kind of specialty
I didn't know if
magic
maybe they
items. They don't
impounded
have a
some
lot of
stuff.
yeah, they don't have a lot of magic items.
Okay.
What sort of what are you looking for in regards to a better weapon? I'm trying to find.
I don't know, something better than a standard rapier.
You only have a standard rapier?
Yeah,
He looks at it and you show. He's like, "Let me see your weapon."
it's
And
it's
you
old.
show it to him, and
It's
he's just
antique.
like, "You have been working with this?
Yeah.
Okay."
Imagine we could do something
He
better.
bends it
He
and it snaps. It's like,
he
one more
takes
hit.
he
One
takes
more
it
hit.
yeah. He takes it from you and tosses it into the refuse bin.
Ah, that was an heirloom.
It's is it an heirloom, sir? Okay. And he goes and gets it, and he's like, "Well, here you go. I was gonna give you something better, but I don't want to spare. I don't want to take away your heirloom."
I'll take the other weapon. I just didn't think about throwing this one away. What do you got?
Sure. He goes back and he brings you back um, a masterwork rapier.
Ooh.
So it's a +1. Um,
Okay. Sweet. Thank you.
and as far as potions, um, there is a standard allotment that he's allowed to give out to guardsmen. So he's explaining that to you. He's like, I can't just give you however many you want. We only have the basic healing, healing type potions. I don't know about any of the fancy stuff you got here. We're on a budget, sir. Uh, right now, all we have is available. We can spare two. And so he puts them out.
Per
He's like,
person?
huh?
Per person?
No, that's all he has left on hand.
Okay,
That's
so
exactly
We're
how
we're
much
in
I
the
asked
we're
for.
in the middle of utter chaos. We've given him out to the guards on the street doing street patrol. Now, each of you already should still have at least one of your potions, right?
I have no idea. Did we have some before?
Yeah, I had said
Oh,
everybody starts with uh
okay.
with two potions, but I know that one of you have
I
yeah.
We've used them. I know
Yeah,
that.
we probably used them. I think I know you used one. Uh, probably should try to capture that. Yeah. Okay. So one health potion.
So that's
Uh,
one apiece. Uh,
okay, did you take the potion to cure wounds that we got from the Vargo's loot? Or a potion of invisibility?
I've got the invisibility written down. I think I probably had all of that stuff on the. There was that sheet you could write stuff down in the app, and I think it was there, and then it didn't come through whenever they updated everything. So
oh yeah, they did away with the note section.
yeah.
Um,
So potion to cure wounds.
that was from which one, Gadrian or
From the Vargo.
Varo? Okay, let me look that up for you so that you know and you're not getting shorted.
No, that's fine. I didn't know if they might have impounded any like spell books or scrolls or anything useful like that, because I can learn things from those.
Unfortunately, that's going to be under lock and key, sir.
Shucks.
Okay, so you did get a potion of
Where?
cure moderate wounds. We'll do an extra D4 on that for moderate, because I don't think 5e doesn't have a moderate wound thing. So
They've got. So what's the potion of cure wounds? Is that different than a potion of healing, or is that the equivalent?
one of them heals a lot more than the other.
Okay, so that'd be like a greater healing.
Yeah.
Or a superior healing or something like that.
Something like that.
Supreme healing.
Supreme.
Well, they've got. Here, let me look at
potion.
healing, greater healing, superior, and supreme. Yeah. Okay. Here.
Go ahead and do a luck roll. So, like, while Mithrander, while you're actually, you can both do luck rolls. Maybe you're less like looking around. You're looking in your bag, and your eyes are darting around, watching this kid in logistics fumble through like inventory. Choose high or low though before you roll, and roll a percentile dice.
Okay.
And it's going to be either less than so like 25 or less, or 25% is what I'm saying. But you can choose high or low. Just tell me if you get in the 25% range. That makes sense?
Want both of us to roll it, or just Mithrander?
Well, now both of y'all can roll. We'll take the one that's better.
I'll go low.
Okay, so you got to roll less than 25, or 25 or less.
I got a 29.
Bummer, so close.
That's a no.
That's a no?
That's a no.
That's a no, okay. So yeah, he's like, yeah, I'm looking for more potions. This is all I got. Next time, just roll better, guys. That's all. Just roll better.
It's alright.
Okay, so was there anything else you were looking like to pick up from your inventory? Or do you need more of the list of things you picked up from DeVargo?
I got potions of cure wound, potion of invisibility, vials of spider venom, the +1 leather armor I gave Mithrander.
Yep.
The 9 bolts.
Yep.
Blade gauntlets, the +1 thing I gave to Teddy.
Yep. That's right.
Keys. But
that is
got that masterwork crossbow, or did you not keep that?
I kept that one too.
Okay.
I actually entered that into my character sheet. The other ones are just written down on a post-it. What's you got for hand crossbows?
There you go.
What kind of hand crossbow do you have? A masterwork one?
Yeah, I need a light crossbow.
A light crossbow?
Yeah, that's what I have.
Okay. But it's a masterwork?
Yeah.
That's the best thing they're gonna have on hand is a masterwork.
Okay,
so if you have that, then that's the best you're gonna get. And I'm trying.
I don't think Pathfinder had different. Did they have like all the different styles of crossbows?
If Findak is wanting like a regular crossbow,
I just need a hand crossbow for my
he
crossbow
wants
expert.
More like a pistol-sized crossbow rather than a small rifle.
Isn't that a hand crossbow?
No, it's
a little different.
It's a little bit bigger, just smaller. It's not like a heavy crossbow, but like the hand crossbow's single-handed shots.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Whereas a light crossbow, I have to use 2 hands to hold it.
Yeah.
So.
But you have one of each of those already, or?
Now I have one light crossbow.
Oh, so you want the hand crossbow? Yeah. Oh, yes. Is there stats for that for 5e?
Oh yeah.
Okay, let's use that. Yeah. Uh, yeah. I'm just giving you out candy on Halloween.
Okay.
Sure. Thank you for doing your part, sir. I appreciate it. I've heard about all your stories. Man, they're good. I'm trying to be like you, sir. How do I get like that?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, you.
I heard about what happened down in Eel's End. Crazy. And now you're in charge of the whole place?
Yeah, you're telling me.
I don't know how you managed
Look over at
Luck of
Finnick.
the
Do we know
luck
how
of the
we
draw.
managed it?
it. I don't even know how I managed it. That's a
I'm
great
still
question.
I'm still trying to comprehend what happened.
Okay. Man, there was a really good table in here. Okay, well, anyway. So, are you both good now?
Yeah.
Relatively?
Yep.
Okay. If you didn't get 100% what you want, that's what compromise is called.
I like it. I
But you
like it.
did, so you did get your +1. Like the masterwork is as best as you can get.
That's fine.
So that's still really good. So you
Yeah.
got your hand bow. You got a masterwork rapier.
Sweet.
Awesome.
I'll take it.
Take it. Right. Very well.
I might actually hit somebody with the sword.
All right. Let's hit some metals together.
Poke people with sharp things.
Yeah, let's do it. Now, you're both familiar enough with the city, and this is where the city buries its dead. So it's a very high probability that somebody in your family has been laid to rest here. This is not typically, um, a spooky place. Um, this is where people are laid to rest for, their final time. Now, this place has always been a pretty mournful place, even during the day, which it is still. This district is kind of alone in the way that during all this turmoil, this crazy week, this place seems to have just been left completely alone, quiet, calm, deserted. Um, but it kind of has an ominous feeling, especially as you make your way to Potter's Ward. Now, maybe you know somebody who was put into one of these uh, group mass burials, um, or maybe you've just heard stories. Maybe you just knew of a homeless person and then they just died in the street. You never knew that person's name, but this is where they ended up. Better here than in the Jagari River. Um, you walk by through these mass graves, these massive just mounds and abandoned crumbling mausoleums, derelict bleak landscape. No one here really visits anybody's grave in Potter's Ward. There is nobody here to claim the bodies, so there's nobody here to visit them after death. Um, you're looking around in the entrance to the Dead Warrens. It's somewhat of a catacombs. You know what it's down there. It's a catacombs. There's, there's gonna be bones against piled on bones against the walls, just like the ones in France. Um, you do not see any signs of Gaiken's body on the outside. Do a perception check or an investigation check. Both of you.
I'll do perception. You do investigation.
Works for me. My freaking thing would work.
Be a 21.
Oh, hey,
17.
thanks for sending me that.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, a 21?
Yep.
Did you say a
Perception.
21? You're
Yep.
about to put
Another
your
one.
foot down. You feel something beneath your foot give way. I'm gonna need you to roll some dice. No, I'm just kidding. That doesn't matter. You're looking around, and you're stooped down and examining something that appears to be a man's track. But there's something along with it. Maybe a wheelbarrow? And interestingly, there's several smaller humanoid tracks that are cluttered here and there around this site. Not only that, but it seems to lead down into a mausoleum. Mm, yep.
I think we've been here before.
But this time, we've got new weapons.
This is where you left that wheelbarrow.
Yeah. Alright.
Wheel-
Oh, well. Follow the
wheelbarrow?
tracks.
Okay.
I don't remember the wheelbarrow.
You enter into the mausoleum. Now it's dark, so let's see. Mithrander, you can see in the dark, but
Sure can.
Findak, can you see in the dark too?
Nope.
Okay, well, what do you want to do? You can't see.
Yeah, I'll light up a torch.
You light up a torch. Very well. Now, are you walking around with a loaded
I'll
handbow?
say, I'll lit my lantern. So I don't have torches. I got a lantern.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll,
You're holding it in one of your hands?
yeah. Hold left hand crossbow ready on the other one.
Excellent. So every time you need to reload it, you're gonna put down your lantern.
We'll see. I mean,
We'll see.
I don't.
I'm gonna forget, so no
I'm
worries.
not suffered by reloading speeds or anything like that.
So didn't you get crossbow expert?
Yeah.
Oh, snap.
He reloads it like Terminator 2.
A crossbow.
It's
All
magic.
right.
I just
But you
speed
have to,
into it.
that's
My
fine.
teeth.
But every time you need to load it, you need to do the I allow it. All right. As you get down the last step into the mausoleum, do a perception check. And since you can both see now, you can both do it.
Oof. It's a 7.
Se- 7
Six.
and a 6.
What was that about seeing?
Luckily,
Oh, gosh.
this there the secret entrance is very poorly hidden
It's wide open.
because the plot demands it.
Love the
It's a trap door that's leading down into the dark. You know that below you will be the catacombs. Do a DC. You can do DC Nature or Arcana or yeah, or straight Intellect.
There we go. I got a 19.
22.
Okay. Now so maybe Mithrandir, you got an 18?
19.
19, okay. Either way, and Findeck, you got a 22?
Yep.
Okay. So,
Magic.
now perhaps you're trying to you're thinking about like, okay, well, what could be down here? Thinking, or what am I gonna be prepared to face down here? Findeck, what did you use to roll?
I use nature.
Nature? Okay. Now, you're looking at the footprint and and you realize that these are Darrow footprints. Darrow are not so uncommon, are not so different than halflings, although
Like,
they are,
like the Dugar version, in a
yeah,
sense.
precisely. They are slightly maligned, and this is something that Mithrandir, once you hear the word Darrow, you're able to connect all those things together, so that those smaller footprints alongside the larger human footprint was a Darrow.
Shall we?
Who's going first?
Party on, Wayne.
I assume since I can see, I'll go first.
Well, I mean, he can see too. He's got his lantern.
No, that's true.
Well,
Yeah, lantern.
I could see one less than he could. All right. With our perception checks.
Mm. You make your way down. I guess, Mithrandir, you make your way down the ladder. These dead warrens. Once you reach the bottom, you can see that along the walls, intermittently, are dim patches of eerie, glowing fungus that fill the chambers here and there with cold blue light. I'm
Okay.
going to
Interesting.
put up a map. Right now, copy all right there. Okay. Okay, y'all might need to shrink your cameras, your video feed just a little bit down to scale.
This is as small as it goes.
That's it. I can't even see yours. You vanished.
Right here, in the middle.
Nope.
Okay, I don't see ya.
You see him?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay.
Okay.
What? Are you guys on the map?
Hmm.
Okay, I'm still on the A realm screen with looks like a stone wall behind you and a little parchment thing.
There. How's that?
Nope.
No.
Yeah, I
Hang
can
on.
see
Hang on a
ya.
sec. Hang on a second. Hang on a
So I can
second.
see you guys. Just there's no map.
Okay. Hang on a second.
That's fine.
Findeck, can you see Mithrandir?
Yeah, I can see him on the map.
Now he disappeared, right?
Yep.
Okay. I'll make a note of that for the team.
Weird.
Did you
I can jump out and jump back in, see if that fixes it.
are you still on the A realm like
Mm-hmm.
main
Yep.
screen? That's all you see? Hold on a second before you do anything. Let me clear everything. Okay, we've cleared everything. We should all be on like the main
Yep.
A realm background, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Watch
I'm
Mithrandir's
going
on the map
to,
now.
yeah, I'm gonna
Still on the.
switch it to the map now and see if, and I'm gonna plop y'all right here. Okay. Can you both see the map, or at least a little bit of the map?
Nope.
Yep.
Nothing changed.
Nothing has changed for you, Mithrandir?
Nope.
Try to go into your settings and do video resolution high. I think that's the only thing different that I might have than you guys.
Huh.
You guys cut out for a second when I did that, but it is still on the same background.
Uh, um, hmm.
When you did that, when you cut out, you jumped all over the map on my screen and opened up a bunch of stuff.
Awesome.
Um, on your camera where it says switch camera under the settings,
Yep.
is there more than one option available
No,
to you?
just one.
Okay, yeah, mine too. Um, I don't know, that's weird. Uh, yeah, it's kind of important that you're able to see the map.
Yeah, it would help. I'm gonna go. I'll pop back to the main menu, and then I'll
Uh,
just rejoin the room.
okay,
HNKU.
same room code.
Yeah.
We will wait. Ugh. Um, I'm gonna reset the fog of war really quick.
There we go.
Okay. Um, I'm gonna try turning the fog of war on and off also. Okay. Can you uh can you send me a screenshot of what the map looks like to you? I've been trying to figure out they have like this fog of war radius slide bar, but there's no like markings on it for me to figure out like how big the radius is.
Maybe do the Q and mark it and see where it goes.
Huh?
Like when you use the Q to measure it, like if I press Q,
Oh yeah.
uh,
Duh. Okay.
about 10 foot.
Oh really? Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa. The Q won't stop and it won't go away. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Okay, yeah, it is about 10 foot. Okay. Okay. Cool. But now you're
I just sent it in the group chat.
we did send something? Oh, okay. Um, okay. So with your lantern, you can see up to 20 feet, right?
Oh, let me see.
I think it's got to be at least 10 and then another 10 dim.
Yeah.
I'll increase the radius just a hair.
Um, let's see. 30-foot radius and dim light for an additional 30 feet.
Well, I just saw him and then he popped away.
No.
Hello.
I can hear you.
Hey, cool.
Can you?
I can see the map.
Okay.
It says DM is setting up map, and then
Oh.
you in the middle. I have no idea where I am though. Oh, there I am.
Okay, great. I just plopped you next to
Cool.
Findeck.
All right, that'll work.
Okay. So now move yourselves into marching order because you just came down those stairways there. I'm gonna make not the scaling. I'm gonna make the fog of war a little bit larger because um if Rainier can see in the dark. Great. You've just entered into an ossuary. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. Where's where's the background? Where's the background? Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. That's it. Okay. This large room is supported by four wide pillars of stone. The ceiling above arches in a dome nearly 20 feet high. The walls are lined with skeletons, caked into mud. Adult human bones, mostly, but here and there are smaller bones might be from halflings or perhaps children. 15 square foot pits sit to the east and to the west, each filled with a large heap of hundreds of bones. To the south is a crude hole gouged out of the wall, providing access to a tunnel.
What do you see, buddy?
Well, we got a long tunnel going down here, looks like. Then a couple different ways that we leave this room. And I'm sure there's nothing deadly about this room at all.
Um, I
Well, I
would
don't think
like.
people died in here, but maybe.
Are you both just? Are you? Have you moved yet, or are you?
Yeah, I'm kind of just walking into the room, I guess.
Okay, here. I would like you to make each of you make a perception check.
At an 18.
An 18
13.
and a 13. Right. So, Miss Randier, perhaps because you're able to see in this very low light, you notice, well, you both hear the rattling of bones, but it's Miss Randier who sees the bones beginning to rise out of the pit to the east and to the west.
Oh, good.
From the west, you see well, it looks large, but it's a gangly, rotten figure of what looks like an owlbear. And from the east rises it's kind of a lot to drop so many tokens because I can't just copy the ones I put up here. So each one of these counts as 2.
Two giant
Two
skeletons.
2 skeleton 4 human skeletons. Now, Miss Randier, you saw them like kind of beginning to form. Findak, you're kind of slightly behind. Excuse me. Miss Randier, you can get the surprise round because
Okay.
you beat their stealth roll.
Alrighty then. So there are 4 skeletons and 1 owlbear, or 2?
1 owlbear
Okay, but 4 skeletons. Okay.
and
I'm
4
gonna.
skeletons.
Cool. I am gonna put a. Yeah, I'm gonna put a flaming spear right in that doorway.
Right in the doorway by the
Skeletons.
owlbear skeletons.
No, by the skeletons.
Okay, very good. And we will roll off for initiative. The owlbear. Oh, I still have it set to private. I'm sorry. The owlbear got a. He has a. Hmm.
I'll grab a charge cord real quick. I'll be right back.
Huh? Oh, sure. That'll give me a chance to write stuff down. The owlbear got a 10. And we'll do, I'm just going to do them in groups if that's okay. So
That makes
group
sense.
1 will be the one on the top.
All right.
We got an 11. Alrighty. Findak, what did you roll for your initiative?
19.
19. Okay. Alrighty, so it's going to be Mithrandir first, followed by Findak, then the group of skeletons on the bottom, and then going to be the owlbear, and then the second group of skellies. Skeleboys. Alright. Whenever you're ready.
Okay. I guess seeing that the skeletons are, as far as I can tell, blocked off, I'm gonna go over here to the gross-looking owlbear and cast Booming Blade.
Alright. To do that, what do I do?
I have to get a 23 to hit.
A 23 does hit.
That would be... Ouch. 7 damage.
7. Okay.
Then, as a bonus action, I'm going to invoke Blade Song,
Okay.
and I'm going to back to the middle.
Okay. So you move forward. Well, that's going to incur an attack of opportunity? Oh no.
Yes.
Yeah, because
that's fine.
that's
That's
fine. Okay. Okay. He will get a quick attack onto you. That's with a. He swipes at you with a. So that's a +7, so 18 to hit.
Nope, does not hit. Blade
Alright.
Song.
Damn you, Blade Song! Alright, Findak, it's your turn.
Alright, I'm going to use Magic Missile
Right.
at the owlbear.
Alright.
3 glowing darts. Doing 3 apiece.
Okay.
All 4 apiece. 3 plus 1.
Yep. So 12.
Okay. Wow. Alright. Jeez. He's bloodied. If he wasn't the zombie, he'd be bloodied.
And then I'm going to hide behind this pillar here.
Okay. So using your bonus action to hide. Alright. We'll do if my guys will have to do a stealth check, and I'll do a perception check starting with the owlbear.
23.
Oh jeez, okay, that's gonna there's no way I can make that. Yeah. That's impossible for you to make that. Okay, so you are hidden. Well done,
Nice.
sir.
Cover myself in dirt.
Well done, sir. Right. So the next one's gonna be the skeleton group number 2, which is towards here on the bottom. Now, they just see living things. So they don't even care about this flaming anything in front of them. and we'll just this first group of two, just one after another, just charge in, and just can't even see Mithrandir. I mean, can't even see Findak. Will attempt to short sword with at uh, Mithrandir. Do they now, Mithrandir? You said that you had put a spell there.
Yeah, I put a flaming sphere in the doorway.
Okay, so it's kind of a pit, so there's not really a doorway or walls there. It's just kind of
okay. It looks on the map. It looks like a stairway down.
yeah, it is a stairway down into the pit.
Right.
But there's not those walls are like they're just kind of retaining walls. They're not actual like vertical walls that block line of sight.
I guess I would have put it in the stairway then.
Oh sure, yeah, that's what I figured you did.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so does that as these skeletons walk through, do they get damaged by that?
I assume they would.
Okay, do you want to roll for the damage then, or do you want me to do it?
It says 2d6, so I can do that.
Okay.
Uh, 6.
Okay, yeah, and do you want to do one for the other one?
For the other, just take for both then.
Okay, for both. Okay, then
yeah,
they're both
fine.
hit.
Make it easier.
On you.
It's not a very high roll for a d6, 2d6, so.
That's enough to kill that that whole group. The next one is going to be the owl bear.
Okay.
Well, also just seeing something living and not being able to see Findak at all, charge at Mithrandir.
And take 1d8 damage.
You put one there too?
No, Booming Blade. If he voluntarily moves, he takes an extra d8. And I roll
Oh man.
It shatters apart as it comes running down.
Yes, exactly. As he begins to just charge at you, it just completely just disassembles and just is left as a pile of bones just strewn over the floor.
That went a lot better than expected.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Well, I'm glad y'all are having fun. All right. Yeah, next is gonna be the last one to go. Is gonna be the skeleton group number 1. How smart are they? Not smart at all. They will also charge in and hope for the best. No, they also.
Yeah, you're good. I only rolled a 2.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, you get something.
I get to do something.
You get to do something.
Each one will attempt to slash at you with their short sword that they're carrying.
Okay.
They get a +4. Come on.
Nice.
All right, that's not gonna hit. A 17.
It will not hit.
All right, the last one. Come on, they're zombies. They're
just roll low. That'd be cool.
They're not.
Nice
Yep.
and low. Nice and low.
Nothing. Okay. And they both took 2 damage?
Yes.
Okay. It's back to you, Mithrandir.
Okay. As a bonus action, I'm going to move the spear and smash it into their backs.
Okay, do I immediately take damage from that?
You immediately take the damage, yes.
Okay.
Actually, sorry. If you ram the sphere into a creature, that creature must make the saving throw against the sphere's damage. Oh, my mistake. You make a dex save.
Have you been killing my guys? And I get a dex save?
Apparently.
Oh,
you ran
cheater.
through the ball of fire.
Okay, I get a +2 to my dex. Okay, so that was a 16.
Okay, you pass, so you take half this damage.
Okay, so I take 1 damage. No.
I'm rolling a new one.
Oh.
So you'll take half of, you'll take 2.
Okay, they're
2
dead.
each. Oh, okay.
So the fire runs into them, and just as they're about to slash into you, they both crumble to dust and debris.
Sweet. Well, that was less than expected. Alright, I'll drop the fire spear.
Okay.
Cool.
All right.
Fendeg, why are the dead people walking around again?
Yeah, but apparently they bury anything down here. There's an owl bear down here.
Do you think they just like burn it or eat it or
It
something?
must have been someone's pet.
Rich people.
Yeah.
Rich people.
Alright.
Leave it to a Kervosan noble to buy an owl bear and bury it underneath their house.
You know, it's probably not even the craziest thing somebody's got.
Hey, let's not talk about it. We'll probably run into it down here anyway.
Probably. So does that mean we're gonna fight a bunch of undead chihuahuas or something?
That'd be great.
I think this
Those
is
things
zombie
are
fury
annoying.
a chihuahua.
Oh shoot. Okay. Is there anything in either one of these rooms?
There is nothing in either of those rooms other than bones.
Okay. Then I guess we'll carry on.
Okay.
Deeper into the labyrinth.
Do you check both rooms?
I mean, I assume we would each check a room,
Okay.
just for time's sake.
Who checks the... Okay, so who is checking the east room and who's checking the west room?
I'm doing west.
Okay. Miss Randier, do a perception check.
That's 24.
You see that there is a tiny, not so tiny, but a small hidden door, partially covered by bones.
Okay. Can I open it?
Sure. You peer in, and you can see that it's about a 20 to 30 meter tunnel carved directly into the wall, and it branches off ahead in the shape of a T. You can do an intelligence check.
Just straight intelligence?
Straight intelligence or investigation.
Ooh.
Findak, Mr. Andrew, do you communicate this to Findak at all?
Yeah, I can cast message and say, hey, I found a tunnel. I got a 28 on investigation.
Okay. Now, it would make sense in a place like this if you want to have multiple access points in and out of different places, either to escape or ambush. These kind of crawl spaces would be really great.
Okay.
Now we got intelligent undead that want to try to ambush.
Let's hope not.
Skeleton rats.
If you make a successful guess as to what you might encounter here, I'll give you advantage on that. I will send you a bottle cap.
We're good. We'll figure it out.
Never mind. We'll figure it out. Okay. All right. So, what do you want to do with this information? Now, you know that there is a clear, down, if you head to the passageway going south.
Sure.
That's the most apparent direction to go.
Right.
If you see there's arrows there, you can ignore those arrows.
Okay, well, let's head south then.
You want to go down the main route, or do you want to try out these tunnels?
Are you be able to fit down the tunnels?
That's a good question. Do I think I can fit through these tunnels?
If you walk on all fours, it'll be slow going, but it'll be cramped, but you can do it. Findak, if you crawl on all fours, you should definitely be able to make it. These tunnels were made for somebody your size, Findak.
Well, let's check out the rest of the place, and if we can't figure out stuff, we'll come
Okay.
back to the tunnel here.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay, so you head south.
Yeah.
All right. Do you just march right in there? I'll need you to do stealth rolls because I'm sure that you're gonna want to, you're trying to be stealthy, maybe. Hmm?
Now that we know there's unliving creatures in here, probably should. Stealth.
I mean, do you really need to be stealthy for skeletons? They're not that tough.
Got a 20.
Something's animating them, so we gotta.
We know there's a necromancer around. I got a 21.
Age 21.
I got a 19.
A 19.
How am I quieter than you? How does this work?
Yeah, wow. Are you rogue shaming him?
It's a one-time thing. Don't worry about it.
All right, let me do some rolls here for myself.
I rolled an 11 plus 8.
You still got it.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, I've only got a +4.
Oh wow, okay. I rolled 2 4s in a row. That kind of sucks. Okay, so yeah, you are totally stealthy. Super stealthy ninjas. Which is good, because as you enter this pathway carved into the stone, you are hit with the rank stink of sweat and mud. This cavern, or actually no, you can smell rank sweat and mud. Yeah.
Smells lovely.
And their path diverges, one to the west and one to the east.
Well, you want to go left or right?
You pick. I got your back.
Okay. Screw it. We'll go to the left.
Hmm.
There's some characters left, so our right.
Yeah. You see 3 wooden table stands in the middle of this room. Their surfaces are stained with red blood. Stained red with old bloodshed. To the east stands a 10-foot wide hutch with wicker doors opening into a straw-lined cage. You see, because you were so stealthy, you see these two with their backs towards you. Inside of the cage, you see again, just for the sake of like ease, this is a sturge. This is something. It's a nuisance. It's a pest. It's something that you would encounter in the city.
We did.
Almost.
The surrender did, I think.
Huh?
Both of us did. We were chasing that lady.
Yeah, you sure did.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. It's the same. It's like a mosquito with bat wings. Only it's the size of a cat.
Like from
So
Jumanji.
now you both outrolled them as far as like stealth versus their perception. I don't know how, but you did because I rolled 2 4s. So you have the potential to get the jump on them right now.
What are these things? There's a sturge, and what are the other two?
These two things would be the Darrow. I don't can you zoom? Oh, there you go. I can zoom in a little bit.
There we go. Yeah. Okay.
That's as far as I can zoom in. If you want, I can scale up the map a little bit.
That's good.
Let me scale it there.
Forgot that I could zoom in.
Okay. There you go. Okay, so you can both get the jump on these guys before initiative actually starts. I'm going to go ahead and roll their initiative just to get that out of the way, but we might kill them. I don't know. So I'll roll their initiative.
Kill them or reason with them.
Oh yeah, there we go. That's
Thanks.
the top up.
You lead the way. I got my crossbow ready. If you decide to attack, I'll attack. If you decide to talk, I'll probably attack.
You said they're standing there and the mosquito thing's in a cage?
Yes, they appear to be doing something with it.
Would I know about these Darrow?
Yeah, you know a little bit about them. They are the equivalent of like the Drogar, kind of like under common, right? Underworld sort of not dwarfs, halflings. Thanks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Surf Neblin is like the dark gnomes.
yeah, like dark gnomes. Yeah, exactly. They're dark gnomes.
Okay.
They're not halflings. They're dark gnomes.
Dark gnomes. Sounds fun. Alright, I guess we'll probably regret this later, but I'm gonna go in here and
Excuse me, where is the bathroom? I have been looking, wandering for hours.
Where's the guy's I'm gonna ask him where what the heck was his name? The grandson. Where's that guy's body?
Oh,
Gaikin or something.
yeah, Gaikin. They both turn around, startled. Huh? Oh, no, 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 no. You need to get out of here right now. And the one further to the south starts making move to open the gate. Now, there's 2 of these sturges in there. So I might as well just put them both up there. Where is it? There it is.
So they're gonna open up the gate?
It appears that one of them is making moves to open the gate.
Okay, I guess I'm running this guy through with the sword.
Okay. So we're gonna roll for initiative because that was your
Okay. Would Finnick get a shot off real quick?
Oh yeah, totally, yeah, okay. Definitely. Finnick, you get a free shot.
I'll shoot at the guy reaching for the...
That's what I was hoping to.
Yep. That's smart.
Shoot his hands.
Go for it. Now, these little guys are very nimble.
15 to hit.
That is a miss. These little buggers... Oh, I'm sorry. No, I was looking at the wrong number. Yeah, that's a hit.
Okay. 6 damage.
6 damage. And you said you were shooting at the one on the bottom?
Whichever one was reaching for the gate.
Okay, yeah. I still need a roll for the initiative for the Sturges. Alright, go ahead and you can each roll initiative.
I got a 12.
23.
Okay. Okay, alright, Findak, you are going first. Mithrandir, what did you get?
I got a 12.
12. Okay. Alright, so first is going to be Findak, then it's going to be the Darrow on the bottom, and then so that'll be Darrow number 1. Darrow number 2. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Darrow number. Yeah, no, that's right. Okay. Then Darrow number 1, the one on top closest to Mithrandir, will go 3rd. Then Mithrandir will go 4th. And then the first Sturge, or the second Sturge on the bottom, will go 5th, and then the 6th one. Okay. Findak, you're going first.
Move over to the one that was reaching for the cage I already tagged.
All right.
I'm going to use my short sword as in my other hand.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 17 to hit.
That is a hit.
6 damage.
Okay. And that was the same one you had attacked prior?
Yep.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use my bonus action with the crossbow and fire at the other arrow.
Okay.
The 15 to hit.
That's a hit.
7 damage.
7 damage.
That's
Hey, for your first attack on the guy that you had, that was with advantage. So could you add your sneak attack to that already, or did you already do that?
No, I will.
Okay.
On that first one?
Yeah, the very first one.
Okay.
I already got 6 damage for it, but just roll your sneak attack. You're at 3 sneak. Oh my god! Right? Is it 2 or 3?
2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So.
Like 10.
Okay. All right. That's already 17 damage.
Nice.
On that guy. Okay. Next is going to be the one that you just shot with a crossbow.
The north one?
Yes. He's actually going to just quickly in place turn or pivot, really, not even moving. He's just pivoting and then opening up the cage. And so now these Sturges are free and open unless the door is closed. And they're trained, so they understand that that gate opens, they're like guard dogs essentially. And then she will draw her short sword. Okay. That is it for her. The second one, who you've just been pummeling, will draw their short sword and then take a slash at you, Findak. Let's see.
Gotta be a 15.
It has to be to 15. Oh, my attack's at. Oh, I only get a plus. Okay, that was a miss. Wait a second. Did it roll? Oh, I didn't even roll it. Never mind. Okay. Well, I got a 17 plus a 4. So that's a hit, right?
Yep.
Right. Uh, okay. If okay, Mithrandir, you can do during your turn, uh, or you actually asked about if you know anything about Darrow. You can do a Arcana check on them. You can do it now retroactively. I can tell you more information about them. All right, so he swings at you with their hooked short spear. It does a minuscule amount of damage, just pitiful. 1d4 plus. Okay, so plus 1, 4 damage to you, Mithrandir.
Okay.
No, yeah.
Taking me.
Oh, it was you? Okay, yeah. Sorry.
Yes.
Then yeah, not to you, Mithrandir, to Finda. Okay. Then it's going to be the Mithrandir. It's your turn.
I got a 23 on that Arcana.
Okay, so you know that these things in your research of magical creatures and such, uh, these Darrows are not easily charmed or frightened. They have a natural magic resistance. They are sensitive to sunlight. That's it. That's all I can
I
do.
don't have any of that, so.
Okay, well, I didn't know.
No, that's okay. It's alright. I am going to send my familiar at the one right in front of me's face and cast Booming Blade at it.
Okay. So that gives you an advantage on.
It gives me advantage, yes.
Okay, go for it. That's good.
So 17 or. Yeah, we're gonna go with the 17.
That is a hit.
Awesome.
Okay.
Damage.
Do I get a saving throw?
That's just a roll to hit.
Oh, okay.
It's essentially a melee attack weapon with a little later on if they move.
Oh yeah, it's that thing.
Yep. 13 damage.
Oh shit. Okay, use blood.
Okay. Yeah, I'll save my spell slots. That's it.
Okay. The Sturge is going to. This one's going to fly out and will come over here and attack Findak. And will attempt to sting him with its proboscis. I get a +5, so 18 to hit.
Yep.
Okay. So it's gonna do 1d4 plus 3. So it's gonna do 6 points of damage. And it attaches itself to you.
Gross.
Yes. So you know that these things attach themselves to you and will not let go unless you physically force them to let go, and they will continue to just drain you unless they are handled. Yep. Okay. The next one, it was gonna fly out of there and attempt the same for Mithrandir. I get a +5.
Oh yeah, that'll work.
That's a hit. Okay. All right, so it's 1d4 plus 3. Another 6.
6.
And it also latches onto you. Its
Gross.
wings its 4 wings just kind of hug you, kind of like one of those, like a face hugger. Just giving you a big old hug.
It's alright.
All right. Next is going to be Findeck. It's your turn.
Okay. I'm just gonna cast magic missile again at the fucking thing on my back or wherever the hell it is.
Okay.
So
This fucking thing on my back.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
that's 4 I rolled plus 1, so 5 damage per bolt.
Okay.
And all 3 of them going directly at that thing.
Okay. Yeah, it boom, 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 and it withers out. You can feel its proboscis leaving your body and flops to the floor. Okay. And that count is that a bonus action or an action?
That's my action.
That's your action. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And bonus action, I'm going to disengage from
Okay.
that guy and move back behind this table.
Okay. Yeah. Totally. All right. The next is gonna be this Garrow here. Will take a slash at Mithrandir. Let's see. I think I get a. Okay, I only get a +2 attack on that,
It'll
so
hit.
17 hits.
Yep.
Okay. 1d4 plus 1. 4 damage. Oh, you know what? Instead, it's going to, instead of doing that, it's going to attempt to trip you. Instead of doing any damage to you, it's going to attempt to trip you. You need to do a strength saving throw for me.
Oh. That's not good. Yeah. That's a 2.
Okay, you fall prone.
Okay.
And next is going to be the other one. The other one is going to bonus action just drop its weapon and draw and load it says a light crossbow. And that's its turn. So next will be Mithrandir. Your turn. You're prone.
Okay. I'm gonna stand up.
You stand up.
I think it costs my movement, right?
Yep.
Okay. But he's still right here. Or I'm gonna use the wand of magic missiles. I'm gonna burn one charge and do the same thing Findick did.
Okay.
Because I saw him do it and it looked really good and really smart, and I'm gonna copy the shit out of that. So 1d4 plus 1.
And they're all going into the Sturge.
So yeah, that's 3 darts, 3 apiece, so 9 total.
Okay, all of them into the Sturge?
Yes, please.
Okay, yep. It falls off you,
Good.
limp on the ground.
Sweet.
Sweet, I'm gonna cross those off my list.
Stomp on it a couple times, make sure it's dead.
Free action stomp.
I'll do it, yep.
Drink my blood back out of it, you know.
You have to double tap it.
Yeah.
Findak, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm going to, from behind the cover of the table here, lean out this way, fire my crossbow down at that Darrow
Okay.
at the end.
Can you trigger sneak attack at all, or no?
I guess
too
if
far.
I'm hidden.
Yeah, you were hidden.
Oh, did you become hidden?
No, you disengaged.
Yeah.
Disengaged and came down here.
Yeah. Okay.
But,
All right.
20
Next
to
time
hit.
then. Okay, so roll to hit.
Yeah,
Hey,
20.
Fendek, don't you have a familiar that could give you advantage, which would give you sneak attack?
Yeah, well, he's scared of the dark, alright,
Oh,
so
okay.
he's hiding.
Okay.
And then, so 10 damage.
Jeez. Okay. He's dead.
Perfect.
Let's see him drop.
You see him
And
drop.
then, with my movement, I'm going to crawl my way in between these and hide.
And hide. Okay, roll a stealth.
$25.
Yeah, you're completely invisible. It's like that scene in Lord of the Ring, no, in The Hobbit, where like the goblins capture the dwarves and Bilbo, and he's just like drops to his hands and knees and just it disappears completely. That's what you just did.
Everyone just
Everyone's
runs
walking
past.
around him, and he's just invisible. Okay, yep, you do that. Next is going to be let's see, you just killed that one. So the other one will uh, attempt to trip. He's gonna attempt to swipe at Mithrandir again because he's didn't see where Findak went at all.
Yep.
All right, that's a hit. Okay,
Yep.
another strength check, please. Please.
Got a 1.
Good roll. Okay, you fall prone.
Yep.
Okay.
Love my
And
-1 strength. It's great.
now he's looking around. He sees that he's outnumbered. He is going to uh, disengage and hop into this crawl space here. That's what he does. Miss Randy, it's your turn.
Is he? Would I still be able to see him?
Yeah, you can see in the dark, and you saw where he went. So
Okay. I'm gonna stand up, kind of walk over to this little entrance, and shoot a firebolt at him.
okay, do I get a saving throw?
It's an attack roll.
I mean, that's awesome. Okay.
So it's a +7. I guess I'll just D20. So 26 to hit.
Yeah, that's the hit. That'll do it. That's a hit.
1d10 damage. Roll high, please. Is that 6 damage?
I don't know. You're asking me.
Yeah, I'm telling. It's 6
Oh.
damage.
Oh, yeah. Yep. You can see just the faint outline just flop to the ground.
Perfect. Got him.
Got him. What is going on here? First,
Why is everything trying to kill us?
Why is everything trying to kill you?
Okay, since I am hidden so well, I pop around the corner, see Mithrandir, like crouched down, shooting stuff. I'm gonna go up and go right behind him, lean into his ear, go. Oh.
And I'm gonna jump like a scared little girl.
All right, I think this is a good place to call it
yeah.
for the night.
Works.
So cool.
Well,
All right, guys,
appreciate.
have a good week.
Thanks.
See you next
guys.
Wednesday.
Thanks, you too. Hang in there. Almost
See
the
you.
weekend. You guys.
See you guys.
Yeah.